You gotta say, all right, we got a fucking homelessness crisis. We gotta fucking do something about it. Like, there's always problems, but I never lose sight of the fact that just being from this country, just living in this country, is actually we're richer. Even if you're poor as fuck, you're still richer than 80-90% of the world.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You know,
that you articulated perfect.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally
man.
agree with that. But then you have to still strive for more.
exactly.
You do have to
You know,
strive
when
for more.
12 people have died, 7 people have died in the last 12 nights.
It's
in Dublin
disgrace.
City.
You're right.
It shouldn't be allowed. You know,
And you know what?
100%.
I'm going to go even more political, all right?
Yeah.
That fucking one, Francis.
Here we go.
Francis Fitzgerald, yeah, she's gone now, yeah.
Thank God.
You know
Yeah.
who's now going to be the new
Simon
Taoiseach?
Coveney, the
Simon
cunt.
Coveney. What was he? Minister for Housing.
Yeah.
Homelessness crisis, so he gets rewarded with a fucking
But
Taoiseach
I met him in the 1-year anniversary of the Carrick Mines tragedy, right? And he had the gall to show up there without housing the people after putting them in a former dump surrounded by electrical pylons that people have been getting cancer for in the local estate for the last 20 years, and their clothes being eaten by rats. And he had the gall to show up there at that 1-year anniversary.
Now there's the
And
tramp,
that was
boys.
that was this time last year, and he says to me, I went up to him directly in front of a lot of people. I said, when are these people going to be getting housed? Now, don't forget, they wasn't getting specially treated because of what happened in the fire, and that's why they were getting housed. They were due to be housed for 20 years. They were literally 20 years waiting on a little site. And he says, within the next 6 weeks or whatever. Only a year later, they only got what their site now. And now their sites they're living in is like 1 room, 1 kitchen, a tiny little place, substandard as well. And now he's the Taoiseach. Like, he's just one seat away from being a Leo's chair, which he probably will be eventually.
Well,
anyway.
you know what? This is a good job to them. This is what they believe in. They believe that poverty is inevitable, but poverty's not inevitable. I mean, especially in this country, we can do it right. And as you say, we got to strive for more, because these other countries, the really poor countries in the world, they won't be really poor forever. And we have to set an example for what they can be.
Well, it's
so
silly.
when they get money,
when
they'll
you
say,
think about it, there's only like on any given night in Dublin now, and this is excluding Cork and Limerick and other places where you get homeless people. There's only like 150 to 170 homeless people, right? Think about that. And then there's 7,500 on the list, and they're all different types of homelessness, right? But all in all, there's tens of thousands, maybe 70,000 altogether who are living at a home with parents, and all the different types of homelessness. There's like 220,000 houses that are free. Yeah. And you don't want to sell them because it's going to mess with the property market again. And now the latest budget goes all back into property and investment again, setting up for another recession again. And who benefits from that? And then 80% of the people in the Dáil who represent us are landlords. Yeah. This is a country of landlords.
And you know what? We've had trouble with landlords for centuries in this country.
Yeah, that's what the culture is. This is a country of 100%. Landlords.
Yeah.
But you know, this is what they want.
Yeah.
This is what they want. What working class person can afford a gaff these days?
No one at all. They can't afford a rent.
Not me, man. I'm still at fucking home, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Very hard.
I have about 10 different cousins, all homeless, all kids and all homeless. Like, they're living in hotels, or they're either living in hotels or living with their parents, you know?
Disgraceful.
Yeah. And whenever you see the world leaders getting together, it's always, they're talking about jobs and economy, and you never hear anybody talking about, we're getting together to discuss people's quality of living, what we can do to make life better for everyone across
100%.
the board and help others.
That's because they don't look at things through a moral lens.
Yeah.
Everything is financial.
Exactly.
So they're not empaths.
Yeah.
These people are not, they're just neocons and neoliberals. That's what they'll do. The popular things that are riding, like when gay marriage became popular, so that's the popular wave now, we'll ride, you know what I mean, and we'll go with that. But in terms of financially, they're completely conservative fiscally, and it's all about numbers.
Yeah.
Well,
corporations.
They pretend to have differences between the parties based on social issues, but social issues are very personal to people. And the great propaganda of neoliberalism has been to define parties based on their social agenda, but in the same time doing the same bullshit with the economy behind the scenes. No matter who's in power, only benefits themselves. But I even on the subject of morality, I bet you they think that they're morally superior because they think the market will eventually become moral in and of itself. And they fool themselves into thinking that they're decent, and fucked a lot of them.
Yeah, but if you just look at Ireland in our context, you look at everything we inherited everything from the Brits. So our law, a system of law, our police, everything, absolutely every institution, right? Yeah. So we're meant to be this unique people with a unique culture, Gaelic Irish people, and everything we inherited inside is from the British. So that's a completely different culture, and we're trying to still strive within that. Now we're seeing that the whole thing is failing. What's the option? Like, I've lost faith completely in the system. I still vote, and I still use that vote. But even the people I vote for, if they gain, and none of them are in power and have been in power, but if they get in power, I still don't believe in them, even if they get in power, because I believe the system is set up in that way.
There's really no one to vote for in this country, I don't think. No one that inspires too much hope, like, you know.
No, definitely not. Well, like I've been voting for Sinn Féin, but if you look at Sinn Féin's manifesto, I think they're looking to put minimum wage to like €9.90 or €10. That's not revolutionary.
No,
you know what I mean? That's not revolutionary. We need a revolution. Like basically, essentially, what we need.
Absolutely.
You know, but they'd fit a lot of they tick some of the boxes for me, but no one party would tick all the boxes for me. You know.
I mean, what's the point of a minimum wage if it's not the living wage? Why should there be a difference? Like, I mean, it's either the living wage or it's not a wage. Like, if you can't buy a gaff on your... And I don't give a shit what people think. Some people say, oh, why should a guy in McDonald's get paid as much as blah, 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 or get that much money? I don't give a shit. If you're putting 40 hours of your time into someone else's business, you deserve to be able to afford a gaff and deserve 100%. To be able to raise your family. End of story.
Well, that should be a right that should be into the Constitution now.
Absolutely.
A right to a home. That should be like South Africa have it. A country like South Africa have it.
Is that right,
I think we're like a lot of countries have it. And like
But isn't it in our proclamation at the same time? Somewhere in there?
Well, listen, we haven't lived up to that proclamation in many, many ways. And we should be still striving towards that.
We should be still striving to fulfill that.
Yeah, like that was part of the problem, is that a lot of our great leaders were executed and were killed.